We're going to talk about the mesothelioma law firm and why it's important for people that were exposed to asbestos, even if it was from a long time ago, and why mesothelioma lawyers make so much money. And we're also going to talk about when a criminal gets in trouble, how it's important for that criminal to probably get a criminal defense attorney. A criminal defense attorney is one of the most important roles that they have in the society. A criminal defense attorney is one of the legal services that someone gets whenever they get in trouble, right? But let's get on to the video because y'all already know that this one's going to be a crazy one.
Hi there.
Hey.
What's going on tonight?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
See, a criminal defense attorney might not tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this, and I'm a regular civilian like everybody else, but look, you see, first thing you got to do whenever you get pulled over by the police, have your license, insurance, and registration ready. If not, wait for the cop to get to your window and then get the stuff, you know. But, that's all up to you, yeah.
Well, sir, excuse me.
I was trying to clear it out.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm stopping you is you can't maintain your lane. You're all over the place.
Yeah.
So he can't maintain his lane. Okay, that's one of the strong signals that cops probably look for in a DUI situation where someone is driving under the influence and they are intoxicated at the moment while they are driving. Okay, that is one of the strongest signals that law enforcement probably come into contact with, is whenever people can't maintain their lane, meaning that they are going in and out of their lane. They're not staying in the middle of their lane like everyone else is staying in it. But so that right there is where a DUI attorney would, have a new case, make more money from somebody, if he got the money to pay for a DUI attorney,
We were just maintaining our lane.
You got your license on you?
Yeah.
See that right there? That statement was a weird statement. Who says we were maintaining our lanes? Okay, you only get one lane on the highway. You know what I mean? Like, you go with traffic, like you get one lane that you're supposed to stay in, right? And on the other side, of the yellow spot, then the cars are going the other way. All right? See that right there? That don't make no sense.
Where are you coming from?
Oh, we were coming from the bar. We stopped there for a couple hours.
Well, at least he's being honest. But the officer probably thought that right away, right whenever he started talking.
Okay. Is that what the open containers are right there? The Mike's Hard Lemonade?
These are...
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He must have brought them from the bar. You know that he just said that he was drinking at the bar? Oh, and then he got drinks in his car? Oh,
these are very old. You can test them. They are very old.
Well,
look, she could probably test them out if she want, to see how old they are. But at the same time, that probably wouldn't be no good idea, and everything like that for sure.
don't throw them. Okay.
Oh,
Is this a good address for you in Lealman?
Yeah.
All right.
boy, there's another thing a criminal defense attorney might not tell you. But I'm going to tell you anyway. I'm just a regular civilian. Look, a criminal, like I said, a criminal defense attorney might not tell you. But a criminal might lie to the police. It's very freaking possible.
You got the registration and insurance?
I don't have the registration.
Confusion about the license, registration, insurance? Oh wait, he already gave the license to the cop. So now he needs to figure out insurance and registration. That's why everybody always should keep up with, paying on their insurance and registration and all those type of things. Because that's something important, as an adult that you got to keep in your car for in case you were ever in the middle of a traffic situation involving cops or a wreck or anything like that where you might need it, right? Because without those things up to date, without you paying on them, you could possibly get into some trouble for that.
I have the insurance on my phone.
Okay.
Oh, what if his phone is dead? Oh, yeah, what if the cop got to go sit back in her car and wait for him to charge his phone?
Have you had anything to drink today, sir?
Is she kidding me right now? Ain't no way she just asked that dude if he had something to drink after he said they are coming from a bar. He done already, it's self-explanatory. Slurred speech, he's coming from a bar. He got open cans in the car with old drinks. And you don't ever know what's going on in them type of situations, partner. I'm from Louisiana, partner, and I'm going to tell you right now, boy, they got some crazy people out there. I'm going to be honest with you.
I have had a couple beers before.
Oh.
I just got off work a couple hours ago.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
You know, I ain't no judge or nothing. You know, I don't judge nobody. You know, I don't really have my opinion in the matter too much. You know, but I think he's lying, and like I remain neutral. I remain neutral as what you could possibly be up on here. But I think he's lying.
I'm a manufacturing supervisor.
Okay.
Whoa, and especially if you got a good job, like, you know, making decent money, making good money, probably better than the average American. That's what I would mean. If you have a good job like that, and you would risk losing that job from drinking and then getting behind the wheel and trying to drive, that is some of the most craziest decisions that you could possibly make in a lifetime, for sure.
So I don't have
going on here?
insurance right now.
Okay. Are you just looking up the
Who's playing the music? Who's playing the music? I don't understand.
insurance on the app for them?
I have safe
Is he trying to mess with the cop?
farm insurance on my home. I actually don't have insurance on the vehicle. This is a rental.
Okay.
Yep. Remember what I tell everybody up on here? I always say you should probably keep your insurance, registration, and license inside of your car. Well, maybe license inside of your wallet. But every time you should be driving, you should definitely have your wallet up in your pocket or something, right? But man, that's crazy. Like, who leaves the insurance at home knowing they need the insurance in the car? At least walk outside and put it in the car all them days you at home.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually an Uber driver.
Are you doing Uber right now?
Is that a rental car? Is he doing Uber in a rental car? Because I don't see how that could even pay off. Hold up here.
No.
All right. Give me just a moment, okay?
Okay.
Whoa.
Were you looking at the insurance or something there, sir? Were you?
Man, he's probably looking at the Saints report. Oh, come on, man. Who knows what he's looking at on his phone? He could lie to the cop talking about he looking at his insurance. You know, there ain't no telling. We don't know these people like that.
You looking at the insurance or something there? I was looking up the insurance. I don't have insurance on the vehicle, but it's kind of built in for the...
No insurance on the vehicle. So, therefore, that's probably going to at least be a ticket or something, because I don't think cops let people ride around without insurance on their car and stuff like that, paying for their insurance. But I'm not too sure about that. You know, I'm from Louisiana. I know how things go a little bit down here, but I don't know how things go up there in the north. Man, this is crazy. But let me tell you something about the mesothelioma law firm and why it's so important. You know, back whenever them people were working in some crazy situations, like in pipe shops, like welding on stuff, or working in buildings where they were cutting into the wall and everything, where they had mesothelioma, like, well, I don't even know if that was mesothelioma or not, but I know it was asbestos or something, and it caused mesothelioma, I believe. So those people, you know, they suffered from that whenever they got older, right? Because then they ended up getting mesothelioma cancer and everything and had to get treated for it, but they wasn't even compensated right from their job or anything, having to work from that back then without even knowing it, right? You know, they learn about it way later in life. You know, that's whenever everything started happening, they found out way later about that kind of stuff. So that's why I feel like the mesothelioma law firm is very important for people, you know, because I actually feel bad for them people that have that type of cancer and everything, bro. I wish that they could just hurry up and find a cure for all those type of things. I think that is sad that with all the technology that we have in the world, that they don't have a cure for certain things just yet. But hopefully, you know, I would think with the way everything, the technology and everything is coming up now, hopefully within the next couple of years, they find a cure for almost every disease, I would hope. And yeah, I would definitely hope something like that. But I definitely think that the mesothelioma lawyers really help people that suffer from the asbestos and everything like that. That's why I think if anybody out there has asbestos or anything, I think they should definitely get in contact with a mesothelioma lawyer or, you know, the mesothelioma law firm, you know, because you don't want to be suffering out there like that. You know, it's best that you get compensated because you were working around that stuff and you didn't even know it at the time. So you know, that wasn't on you. You know, that's really on them. So yeah, and hopefully you get help. You know, if somebody is watching that watching this while they have something like that, I hope that my little speech right here about the mesothelioma law firm, I hope it generates, you know, like a lot of people looking into it and a lot of people getting help from it and everything like that, you know, for sure.
Insurance for an Uber driver? Okay. Oh, you mean it's like through Uber for your insurance? Yeah. Is there something in the app or something like that you can pull up then? Or be able to do that real quick? I can pull my Uber driver app.
Oh, I don't know. His words are just a little bit too slurry for me, partner. Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, if you asking me, he is just slurring all his speech altogether. So in that situation, the cop got to look at it. You know, it got to be signs of impairment going on there. They're coming from a bar. You know, he got slurred speech, and he was, you know, going in and out of his lane. I forgot what they called it, but yeah, he was going in and out the lane or something.
Yeah.
Marshall, can I have you step out of the car and step back here and talk to me, please?
Well, that's strange, huh? Lady cop show up, and she start talking over the male cop? Boy, how rare is that? You talk about taking charge of the situation. Boy, that is crazy. Oh, boy. I can't believe they let that music play the entire time the cops were trying to talk to them, bro. That is crazy. Oh, my God. Imagine how annoying. Imagine how annoying that must have been to the cops having to listen to that country music. Nothing wrong with country music. No, nothing wrong with it. I like country and everything like that, partner. But I like big trucks. Oh, yeah, I like my big trucks, you know, and things like that of that nature. But, bruh, he just left the music playing. The whole time I was thinking he was going to shut that music off while the cop was talking to him. But he never did. He never shut the music off until they told him to get out the car. And the music is still playing, bro.
Let me ask a couple questions, okay?
It must have been loud, too, because, boy, they got him away from that car.
Sure.
Are you sick or injured?
Oh.
Are you diabetic?
Like, sick or injured, like, needed, like, would he possibly need a personal injury lawyer? Let me tell you about them real quick, all right? A personal injury lawyer is whenever somebody gets hurt somewhere or something, or say if a Walmart truck driver accidentally hit somebody's car. That's where that person in the car would need a personal injury lawyer. You know what I mean? If they would get hurt from the wreck or something like that, you know, bro, they would definitely need a personal injury lawyer in that type of situation. So yeah. That's something for my viewers to understand on here to give y'all a little knowledge.
Absolutely not.
Do you take insulin for any reason?
No.
Are you epileptic?
No.
Do you take Dilantin?
No.
But I don't even know what epileptic mean, boy. That sounds like somebody that's jumping up and down. Or some. I'm going to have to look that. I don't know what that one mean.
Do you have any physical defects?
No.
Are you currently under the care of a doctor or a dentist?
No.
Do you have a glass eye?
Have you ever glitched before? Have you ever glitched like the internet?
No.
I know you're wearing glasses, but are you wearing contacts also?
I'm not.
Okay. What color eyes do you have?
I have brown eyes.
Brown? Okay. Can you flip your hat backwards for me?
Sure.
Brown eye. But I don't know. I can't tell.
Can you see this red pen?
Yeah, I can.
If you put your glasses up on the top of your head like this, can you still see this red pen?
Absolutely.
Boy, nobody want to look at that red pen. Come on now. Nobody want to see that crap.
All right. Can you put your glasses up on the top of your head for me, please?
Sure can.
All right. Let's put our feet together.
Oh.
Arms.
What? She gonna put her feet together too? What's she talking about? Let's put our feet together. Oh, does she mean she gonna be touching his feet with her feet? Like his feet should get close to her? Boy, I'm confused about that statement right there, partner. You know, it'd been different if she would have said, put your feet like this. You know, she said, let's put our feet together. I'd have been like, what? Hold up here.
Straight down at our side, not in our pockets.
Oh.
Can you still see the red pen?
Yeah.
All right. It's going to move side to side. I want you to follow that with your eyes and your eyes only. Do you understand?
Sure.
If you need to blink, feel free to do so, okay?
Okay.
Oh. Oh, there's some head movement. Oh, boy. You know whenever the cops give their field sobriety test, bro, like that, and they're using that ink pen for you to watch and everything like that, boy, they try to put it way out there where you can't see it. Boy, they try to put it way where you can't see it no more, and you thinking that you got to look at it. So you end up moving your head and look at it, and then you fail the test. The thing that you got to remember, boy, if you in that situation, boy, you just got to keep your eyes moving. Never move your freaking, never move your head, in that situation. Only your eyes, no matter how far out he go with it, probably. You get what I'm saying? Because a sober person probably would do that. Oh.
Just gonna stay over there. Keep looking at it, okay?
Oh, boy, that test was long enough. They had enough signs. They had enough. You ain't gonna tell me. They ain't have enough signs, partner.
Don't move your head, though.
Whoa. Oh, I'd have fell asleep. Man, come on, man. That is crazy, bro. How long can you possibly give somebody a test where they're staring at an ink pen with a flashlight in their eye, Come on, man.
For the record, I would not do this if I didn't feel comfortable.
Oh! Oh, boy!
Just gonna change directions.
See, in his situation, if he would end up getting arrested for failing the test and everything, in his situation is where it's important to have a criminal defense attorney or a DUI lawyer. You know what I mean? Or a DUI attorney or something like that. I think they're the same thing, attorney, lawyer. I think they're all the same thing. But I'm not too sure about that, though, partner. But, man, that is a crazy situation to be in. If anybody gets a DUI, anything like that, boy, that could hurt their record and everything like that. That could hurt them getting their next job. Boy, that's another reason why you don't want to be intoxicated while you're driving. And it also puts the public at, public safety at risk whenever somebody drinks and drives like that. That's another thing. That's another reason why you don't want to do that. So it's all kind of negatives if somebody ever chooses to do something like that. You got to be a good friend. If you see your friend about to get in the car, you got to make sure that he don't. You got to call your friend an Uber if he not. You can't let your friend get behind the wheel and drive drunk. Oh.
Would you be willing to do a couple of field sobriety exercises for me? Consist of a walk and turn.
I think he's gonna say no. I'm in my opinion now. A criminal defense attorney might not tell you that they think he's gonna say no, but I'm telling you in my honest opinion, my civilian opinion, that he probably gonna say no. Oh yeah, I'm thinking that from his body language though.
Turn in one leg stand.
I mean, I would be willing to, but I also have a time frame that I have to meet. So
Okay, what's the time?
better check that clock. Better check that clock out. See if you got to leave soon. You know. Man.
Frame.
The time frame is that this person has to be home in the next 10 minutes. So.
Okay. Well.
Boy, that's not a decent time frame to be getting pulled over by the cops now, is it? Boy, no, it's not. I'm gonna tell you like that. No, it's not, partner. That type of time frame could make a person want to rush. Oh yeah, make a person want to run. Like, you know, go fast. But that's why you don't do none of them things.
You said you weren't doing Uber right now.
I wasn't. But
Okay.
This person is my friend. And
Okay, what time do they have to be home?
they have to be home in the next 10 minutes.
What time do they have to be home by is what I'm asking.
No way. Hold up here. He didn't remember the time that they had to go home because he would have been like 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. You know, he wouldn't have had checked no clock, boy. He just checked that clock just to see what it was 10 minutes till. Boy, what if it was 9:23 and he checked the clock? Boy, he been confused, boy.
Less than 3:10.
Less than 3:10. Okay. So that's an odd time to have to be home by. Well, sir, I would like to have.
Boy, yeah, who has a curfew of 3:10 in the morning? You might as well be out all daggone day, partner. I mean, you might as well be out all night long if you're going to do that. Who has a curfew to 3 in the morning? The bars don't even stay open to 3 in the morning half the time. Bro.
Have you dispel my suspicion that you were impaired? To do that, I would request you do the walk and turn and the one leg.
Man, he don't want to dispel nothing. He don't want this. It don't seem like that to me for sure. But, you know, he don't want to, you know, basically what she trying to say about dispel and everything like that. She trying to say that, you know, does he want to make her not think that he is impaired? That's basically what dispel mean. Like make a person believe otherwise. You get what I'm saying? Like, they just use them big term lingos, and I ain't from where they from, bro. I'm from Louisiana, bro. We don't talk like that.
Stand. Your refusal to do so can be used against you in court. And if I have to base my judgment on your level of sobriety right now, I do not believe that you are sober.
Okay. All right. I completely agree.
Well, at least she gave it to him simply. At least she let him know in simple terms.
With your dispute, but I also would agree with the fact that I have to foresee.
Boy, they don't care about none of them big words and trying to go back and forth about what you need to go do at the moment. Boy, them cops don't care nothing about that. All they see is a DUI. Boy, that's all they see is a DUI whenever you start refusing to do the field sobriety test to make them believe that you are not drunk.
Other matters, so I'm going to go ahead and say that I need to get this person home. So
are you refusing to dispel my alarm that you are impaired?
I'm going to dispel, yeah.
Everybody gonna dispel something, huh? Boy, that don't make no sense, bro. All them dispel words. How about you just say it in simple terms? Say, you're not gonna make me not believe that you're driving drunk? You know, why you can't just say it in simple terms, you know?
You want to dispel my alarm?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to do the walk and turn and the one leg stand.
I'm not going to do either of those.
Okay, and you understand?
Oh, he's not going to do it. That means he is refusing. That means he is going to be refusing to do the field sobriety exercises to dispel the cops' alarm system or whatever it is.
And your refusal can be used against you in court.
Yeah, I understand
Okay,
that.
well, you're going to jail tonight.
I'm going to.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, so what if?
Okay, so that is the main reason why somebody should not drive while they're intoxicated. I'm going to tell you that right now. And that is one of the reasons why DUI lawyers and criminal defense attorneys and everything like that make so much money. because these people got to try to get out of them situations where they were caught with a DUI and then refused to do field sobriety and all them type of things. Then they got to pay up. Then they got to pay up a lawyer. They got to pay a lawyer a good bit of money. Boy, them lawyers make some money. Especially a criminal defense attorney and DUI attorney or lawyer, bro, that's just why you never want to put yourself in those type of situations, because who would want to put themselves in a situation where they're handcuffed, having to do field sobriety tests and all those type of things, and then putting back the cop car and then go to jail and then having to pay all kind of fines and possibly even lose their job and everything. You see, that's why driving while intoxicated is a huge no-no.